What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man, look. How am I unbiased? How did that happen? How am I not a fanboy or a hater? I was. And let me tell you a story. And the reason why I'm doing this video, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I just got a comment, but it is the latest of many comments on people claiming me being biased towards something. They're like, you must be biased towards these people, or biased because he's this, or biased because he's that, because a lot of you can't imagine someone not like you because you're biased. You're like, there's no way he can be unbiased. Let me tell you a story of how this happened. And maybe this can help a lot of you understand me. And maybe it can help you look at yourself. Okay? Here's the story. There was nobody on this planet. I am totally convinced that there was no one on this planet that was a bigger fan of Roy Jones Jr. than me. I love Roy Jones Jr. When he won, I won. Every accomplishment he had, I had the same accomplishment. That's what I thought. Then he lost. He lost, and I'm talking about the Antonio Tarver knockout. He lost, and when he did, I lost. I couldn't sleep at night. I lost, and I called it a lucky shot. I said Tarver didn't deserve it. Roy Jones Jr. was doing too much. He was taking too many risks. Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest ever. He was old. He came down from heavyweight. I was coming up with everything, and I was trying to say it on every form I could so people can understand. Even people who understood, I tried to make them understand more. I was in every comment saying everything about how Roy Jones Jr. got caught with a lucky shot and he lost a lot of his old muscle because he went down from heavyweight and he cut too much too quickly. Then Roy Jones came back and fought Glenn Johnson. And that was the worst I've ever seen Superman. On the ground, shaking, having a seizure. I was like, he finished. And when he was finished, I was finished. Once again, I couldn't sleep at night. The mother of my children, she was looking at me like, dude, it's hard to even talk to you. I was going through it. And then Roy Jones Jr. said he was going to come back and fight Tarver. And I was like, dude, don't do it. And then there was an HBO documentary. And on the HBO documentary, Roy Jones Jr. said, when the guy said don't do it, Roy Jones Jr. said, what do you want me to do? Fight Tarver or jump out of a window? I'll never forget that quote. So my heart was out there. And then Roy Jones Jr. lost again. And I lost with him. I was devastated. Until one day I realized something. And it was way late in the game. What happened was, I went to Atlantic City to see the Kovalev fight, okay, against Alvarez. I was there, and I interviewed Roy Jones Jr. It's on my channel. I interviewed Roy Jones. I gave him an interviewing question, and Roy Jones looked at me, and he didn't recognize me. I sat there and looked at Superman, a guy that I won, I won with him, he won with me, and when he lost, I lost. And he looked at me, and he answered my question. He had no idea that I was the biggest fan of his ever. So I thought. I realized, dude, every victory Roy Jones had, he had by himself. Every loss, he lost by himself. You do not have to be that attached. I realized something else, too. It made me less of a boxing fan. It made me not appreciate certain things like Antonio Tarver. Think about this. I thought about, what if I fought Superman? What if I looked Roy Jones in the face? And then I told Roy Jones, there's any excuses tonight, Roy? You have any excuses tonight, Roy? And then I knocked him out. I would want all the credit in the world for what I did. But I gave Antonio Tarver none. I was happy. I was so happy when Bernard Hopkins beat him. Why? Why did I want another man to fail? What did he do to me? What he did was he went for greatness. He wanted to be the man to beat Roy Jones Jr. Not Montel Griffin style, not disqualification. He wanted to be the first man to beat him. And for him, he felt he always beat him because he said he beat him before in the amateurs. And then he went out there, he said, you have any excuses tonight, Roy? And he knocked him out. That was a great accomplishment for Antonio Tarver. If I was unbiased then, I would have been able to appreciate what that man did in the ring. That started changing my mind, man. When I interviewed Roy Jones and he didn't recognize me, that's when I realized, dude, I was a stan. I was what these Floyd Mayweather fans, these Flomos and these Pac-Tards, I was that. Now, I start looking at the Anthony Joshua situation. I start hating less. What am I hating this man for? What am I hating Keith Thurman for? I start looking at myself. When they lose, why would I be happy about it? What did that do for me? Nothing. It helped me grow. It helped me listen to people like BK who stayed my subscriber even when I was doing all the AJ hating. He stayed right there. Like ShowBizz, man, you got to know better. And then it helped me listen. It helped me listen. And I grew. I got better. My channel got better. Everyone can agree with that. My channel got better because I became less biased. So I'm going to tell you guys something. All you guys who want to try to challenge me, man, who want to look at me and say, hey, man, you're biased about this. You're not really unbiased. You're that and this. Let me tell you something. You got to look at yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm a boxing fan. Unbiased. ShowBizz the dope. Comment below, man. Let me know what you think. You feel me? I'm out.